Think of your credit report as your financial report card. It's a detailed history of how you've handled money, specifically when it comes to borrowing. It lists every loan you've ever taken out and every credit card you've ever opened. The three major credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, are the companies that collect all this information. They gather data from banks, credit card companies, and other lenders you do business with. This report doesn't judge you, it just presents the facts about your borrowing and repayment habits over the past several years, creating a comprehensive picture of your financial responsibility for others to see. Now, why should you care about this document? The answer is simple. It affects almost every major financial decision you will ever make. When you apply for a mortgage to buy a house, a loan to buy a car, or even a new credit card with great rewards, lenders pull this report. They look at it to decide if you are a reliable person to lend money to. A good report can unlock the lowest interest rates, saving you thousands of dollars over the life of a loan. A bad report can lead to rejections or even worse, extremely high interest rates that cost you a fortune. It's not just about loans either. Some landlords check it before renting you an apartment, and even some employers look at it during the hiring process. Your credit report is essentially the foundation of your financial life. It tells a story about your past behavior, which lenders use to predict your future behavior. If you have a long history of paying your bills on time, it signals that you are a low-risk borrower. This makes lenders much more willing to work with you and offer you their best deals. On the flip side, if your report shows late payments, a lot of debt, or accounts that have gone to collections, it raises a massive red flag. They might think you are overextended or irresponsible, making them hesitant to give you more credit. This single document holds a surprising amount of power over your ability to achieve your financial goals. Understanding this concept is the first step toward taking control of your financial future. Many people ignore their credit report until they are denied for a loan, and by then, it can be a difficult and time-consuming process to fix any issues. By being proactive and understanding what your report says about you, you can make smarter decisions every single day. It's not some scary, complicated thing meant only for bankers. It's your personal financial story and you are the author. Knowing what's in it empowers you to write a better story for yourself, one that opens doors instead of closing them. Let's break down what you'll actually find inside your credit report. It's usually divided into a few key sections, and the first one is your personal information. This part is pretty straightforward. It includes your name, any previous names you've used, your current and past addresses, your social security number, and your date of birth. It might also list your current and previous employers. The main purpose of this section is to verify your identity and make sure the report actually belongs to you. It's crucial to check this section carefully for any errors, as a simple mistake here could cause major problems down the line. Next up is the most significant part, your credit accounts, sometimes called your trade lines. This section is a detailed list of all your credit-related accounts, both open and closed. For each account, you'll see the name of the lender, like Chase Bank or Capital One, the type of account such as a credit card, mortgage, or auto loan, the date you opened it, your credit limit or the original loan amount, the current balance, and your payment history. For example, it might show your Visa signature card from Big Bank, which you opened in 2020 with a $10,000 limit and a current balance of $500. This is where lenders spend most of their time looking. Another important section is your payment history. This is often displayed as a grid or a series of codes right next to each of your credit accounts. It will show whether you paid your bill on time for each month over the last several years. You might see a check mark or an OK for months you paid on time. If you were late, you'll see a code indicating how late you were, 30 days, 60 days, or 90+ days. This is arguably the most critical factor in your credit score. A single 30-day late payment can stay on your report for 7 years and significantly damage your score. So keeping this part of your report clean is absolutely essential for your financial health. Finally, you have two smaller but still important sections, public records and credit inquiries. The public records section lists financial information that is publicly available, such as bankruptcies, foreclosures, or tax liens. Having any of these on your report is a major negative signal to lenders. The inquiries section lists everyone who has recently requested a copy of your credit report. There are hard inquiries, which happen when you apply for new credit, and soft inquiries, which happen when you check your own credit or a company pre-approves you for an offer. Too many hard inquiries in a short time can slightly lower your score, as it suggests you might be desperate for credit. Okay, so you have your credit report in front of you. Don't panic. Reading it is easier than it looks if you take it one step at a time. The first thing you should do is go straight to the personal information section. Read through your name, address, and social security number. Does everything look correct? Are there any addresses you don't recognize, or any misspelled names? Identity theft is a real problem, and this is often the first place you'll spot a sign of it. If someone else is using your information to open accounts, their address might show up on your report. Make sure every detail is 100% accurate. After you've confirmed your identity, move on to the credit account section. Go through it line by line. For each account listed, ask yourself a few simple questions. Do you recognize this account? Is the listed creditor correct? Does the account status, like open or closed, make sense? For example, you might see a Best Buy store card that you completely forgot you opened 5 years ago to get a discount on a TV. You might also spot an old car loan that you paid off, which should be marked as closed and paid in full. The goal here is to verify that every single account listed actually belongs to you. Now let's zoom in on the payment history for each of those accounts. This is where you need to be a detective. Look for any late payment notations, usually marked as 30, 60, or 90. Did you actually pay late that month? Sometimes mistakes happen, and a lender might report you as late when you weren't. For example, your report might show a 30-day late payment on your mortgage from last August, but you have a bank statement that proves you paid it on time. This is the kind of error you absolutely must dispute because it's costing you money through a lower credit score. Check the balances and credit limits too to make sure they are reported correctly. Finally, scan the public records and inquiries sections. The public records part should hopefully be empty. If you see a bankruptcy or a lien that doesn't belong to you, that's a massive error that needs to be fixed immediately. In the inquiries section, look at the list of hard inquiries. Do you recognize each company that pulled your credit? If you see an inquiry from a car dealership you've never visited, it could be a sign of fraud. By methodically checking these 4 areas, personal info, accounts, payment history, and public records or inquiries, you can get a complete and accurate understanding of your report without feeling overwhelmed. Managing your credit report isn't a one-time task. It's an ongoing habit, like going to the gym. The most important tip is to check your report regularly. You are legally entitled to a free credit report from each of the 3 major bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, every single year. You can get them all at once from the official website annualcreditreport.com. I recommend pulling one report from a different bureau every 4 months. This way, you can monitor your credit throughout the year for free without any negative impact on your score, as checking your own report is a soft inquiry. This simple habit is your first line of defense against errors and fraud. One of the most common and damaging mistakes people make is carrying high balances on their credit cards. This affects something called your credit utilization ratio, the amount of credit you're using compared to your total credit limit. For example, if you have a $1,000 balance on a card with a $2,000 limit, your utilization is 50%. Lenders get nervous when they see high utilization because it suggests you might be struggling financially. A great rule of thumb is to keep your utilization below 30% on each card and overall. Ideally, you want to keep it below 10% for the best possible score. The easiest way to do this is to pay your balance in full every single month. If you find an error on your report, don't just ignore it. You have the right to dispute any information you believe is inaccurate. The process is straightforward. You need to contact both the credit bureau that is reporting the error and the creditor that provided the information. Write a clear letter explaining why you believe the information is wrong, and include copies of any documents that support your claim, like a bank statement or a canceled check. By law, the credit bureau must investigate your claim, usually within 30 days, and remove the error if your claim is verified. Fixing errors can lead to a significant and immediate boost in your credit score. Ultimately, building a great credit report comes down to a few simple, powerful habits. First, always pay your bills on time, every time. Set up automatic payments for at least the minimum amount due so you never miss a payment by accident. Second, keep your credit card balances low, or even better, pay them off completely each month. Third, don't apply for a bunch of new credit all at once. And finally, review your credit report regularly to catch problems early. By following these basic rules, you are taking control of your financial narrative. You are ensuring that when you need a loan for that dream house or car, your report will open the door to the best possible terms, saving you a smashed avocado toast worth of money.